right, today we're going to rank some snack foods, right? So this is from a tier list. So it's been preloaded, and so we're just ranking the ones that they loaded in. But it has some good ones and some bad stuff in here. So we're just going to go through the list and
Just
rank
them all.
And we got to agree on where we rank them too, right?
Yeah.
So we might have some debate because some things I like better than you like, and some things you like better than I like. So let's just go through the list here, and we'll talk about them. So animal crackers. Animal crackers are good.
Yeah.
But they're pretty average cookie though.
Well, yeah.
They don't have chocolate on them.
Yeah.
They don't have
Vanilla.
frosting.
Yeah.
They're just basically crackers that are kind of sweet, but they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Should we put them as a D or C?
A D would not be a good ranking, would it?
Well,
So,
which one?
Well, we'll put it at a C. They're an average cookie.
Well, yeah. They're not.
They come in that cool box, but generally when we get them in that giant tub. All right, next one. This is like mommy's favorite food right here. Backyard barbecue chips. So what's your thoughts on barbecue chips?
I like them.
Where would you put it if you were going to rank it?
They're not my favorites. I don't think they would be an A. Maybe like a B.
Okay, we can put in a B. Barbecue chips aren't my favorite either. I'll never pick barbecue chips but these are kettle chips though, because I noticed there's another barbecue chip down here coming up. Kettle chips are better than Lay's chips, so they are. Let's put that as a B. I would rather have kettle barbecue chips than Lay's barbecue chips. So kettle chips are like crispier, I guess. They feel less greasy. They're probably not, but they feel less greasy. All right, Bugles. One of my favorite foods. I think the most underrated snacks. So a lot of people don't choose Bugles. So remember having Bugles?
Yep.
So they're like corn base, and they're really good. You can put them on your fingers. Remember?
Yeah, you could just put it on your fingers.
That right there, you should bump it up a grade just for that. So Bugles are really good for me. I put Bugles at an A. I like Bugles a lot.
Really?
What would you put it at?
I still like them. Like I said, I think I would put it one lower than you. So I think I'll put it.
Well, if it's gonna be a B, then we'll put it in the first place in the B.
Alright.
It's better than barbecue. All right, next one, Chex Mix cheddar. So that's like it has the pretzels, Chex.
Yep.
I don't know what else is in there. Other things in there.
I don't know what's in there.
A bunch of just crunchy
more
stuff in there,
yeah.
And then they put all the cheese on it. I like the cheddar Chex Mix much better than the regular Chex Mix. I see the regular one. So the regular one I'll eat, except for it has the pretzels in it. Pretzels are kind of boring, which I think pretzels are on this list. So usually I pick around the pretzels and just let you and mommy and stuff just get a big thing of pretzels and things. I eat the rest of the stuff. So the regular Chex Mix, let's put that as C. Is that a good ranking? Right in the middle?
Yeah, that's good.
And then the cheddar one though is better.
Yeah.
It tastes better with the cheddar stuff.
Yeah, do you think a B?
B. Let's put that at a B. All right. Now this next one I don't think you've had. So this is called combos, and I haven't had combos forever. So Nana used to get combos when we were younger, and they weren't good then either. I don't know why she bought them all the time. And so what they are is like these crackery things, and then they're stuffed with filling. So this one's looks like a cheese. This one's a cheese one, and so it basically it's like if you ever have cheese toothpaste, which you probably don't ever want cheese toothpaste. Imagine a cracker filled with cheese toothpaste, and that's what it would be.
And that would probably not taste very good at all.
No, so it's not good at all. I don't even know who buys these. They're not good at all. So this is a D, and the reason I'm putting it as a D is because I noticed there's other combos on there. Now pizza is awesome.
Well, yeah.
Pizza toothpaste is not.
Well, that's easy. You'd say that.
Like this is not good at all. And again, Nana bought this all the time too. I don't know why. It's not good. Pizza's really, really good. Pizza flavored things are not that good, especially when it's like in a toothpaste form, wrapped in a like a cracker. this is our first F. This is not good at all.
And we're going to expand some of these out because we're gonna get too many of one of the rows like
Well, we
these.
better come across some A's pretty soon. A's or trash cans. And
Yeah.
speaking of trash can, that might be our next one. Triscuits. You never had Triscuits before either. So Triscuits are basically the most plain snack you can possibly have on the planet. They're just this like wheat with some salt on it, like shredded wheat type of cracker. So it'd be like eating this book actually. So hop on pop. So you want to take a quick bite of the book? Here, take a little bite of it.
No.
Just put it on your mouth.
No.
Right there. So this, if you take a bite of this like this, like I did, you want to try? Sure. See, there you go. How's it taste?
Not very like
So
anything.
now you've had Triscuits, because that's what this is. It's basically a Triscuit. So that's what a Triscuit tastes like. Is the same thing as eating a book, basically. So with some salt on it. So Triscuits are not good. I don't know why anyone buys them. So I would just throw those in the trash. They're not good at all. All right, so that's where we should put it. How would the book taste? Would you rank that as a trash taste?
Yes. The
Okay.
book would definitely be a trash taste.
But the story, Hop on Pop's good. So there's not a good story of Triscuits either, other than when you throw it in the trash. I guess we can celebrate that.
Well, yeah.
Cheese. These are cheese balls. Now cheese balls are okay. Every time I have cheese balls, though, I think I'd rather just have Cheetos.
Yeah, and Cheetos are way better.
Yeah. So cheese balls are just a rip off of Cheetos, but they're not as good. So
D or C.
Yeah.
Yeah, D or C.
Let's go with a D.
Yeah.
No, speaking of that, Cheetos. This is the next one.
Well, should we put them as an A or a B?
So Cheetos are good. I like Cheetos a lot.
Well, yeah, I really like
The one
Cheetos.
problem with Cheetos, though, is it dyes your hands orange, and then it turns anything orange that you touch.
Yeah. That's like the only problem about it.
So I think I'm gonna knock it down one grade just because of that, because it's
Really?
it's the messiest food. It gets cheese dust everywhere.
Well, it probably is more messy food.
Not really though. I mean, in terms of dyeing stuff, it dyes stuff and it like permanently turns it orange, which probably means we probably shouldn't be eating it at all if it does that.
Well, unless.
But it tastes good, so might as well risk it.
Unless you wash your hands like right after, and then.
All right, let's go Cheetos behind Bugles. Next one is Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are good.
Yeah, I like Cheez-Its.
But when I have Cheez-Its, I go, well, I'd rather have Goldfish.
Well, yeah, I would definitely rather have Goldfish. And Goldfish.
Those are very similar. Cheez-Its and Goldfish are like the bitter rivals, and they're all the ultimate little kid snack.
Yeah, every time I have Cheez-Its, it kind of reminds me of the Goldfish and Cheetos. No, I meant the Goldfish and Cheez-Its. I meant, except these are like very similar. They taste very similar.
Yeah, I guess so. We can't rank Cheez-Its that high because every time we have Cheez-Its, we just think we want Goldfish. So Cheez-Its.
They're like almost exactly.
Let's put it in a C.
Yeah. And
then Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Well, and plus they're shaped in a fish too. It's the only one of the few seafood I eat. So Goldfish and Swedish fish are the only seafood I eat.
Well, Swedish fish are like one of my favorite foods.
We have to do a candy ranking. I don't think they have Swedish fish in here. So let's put it in here. We get some seafood. You get some extra benefit of having seafood. Just don't tell mommy that she doesn't consider this seafood, but it is, right? It's shaped in a fish.
Yeah, it's kind of like seafood.
If you believe it, then you're getting some protein and omega-3s and stuff in there too. C or B?
C. Actually, B.
B. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cooler Ranch Doritos.
I mean, like, both of the Doritos are good. I would basically rank them like basically almost the same, except I think I might like the cheese ones more.
The cheese, I like both of them a lot. Whoever invented putting flavor on Doritos should have got a big raise, because
they're super good, even though you get the stuff on your hands.
Regular tortilla chips are okay,
Yeah.
but once you add the magical ranch dust or cheese dust on it, then it becomes amazing.
Yeah.
So that was one of the greatest inventions
Should they be
ever.
A's?
Ranch dust, greatest invention ever made, maybe, or
Really?
the cheese dust too. There's not many things that you can just sprinkle on something and it makes it 10 times better. But ranch dust does. So
well, also popcorn. You can sprinkle the cheeses onto popcorn.
That's true.
Then that'll make it a whole nother
yeah,
level.
well, that's basically the same thing though. The stuff that's on the Doritos.
Well, yeah.
Doritos, ranch.
Okay, let's just put the
cheese, ranch, or not cheese, ranch. Cheese, Doritos, A. Those are our first two A's.
Yeah, those are still super good.
All right. Is there a regular Doritos in here? Well, I can't go down on the list. Wait, yeah, I can.
Cheetos are kind of like the regular. Cheetos are kind of like the.
Oh, there is.
The cheese Doritos.
Let's just rank them all right now.
Yeah,
Now these, I don't know if you've had these. These are really good too. So these are like the sweet chili. They have a little bit of spice, but they're sweet too. This is also an A. Oops, I gotta bring it up. The screen's all. Let's see. A. And then I did see one other tortilla chip on there, and that is Tostitos. Now Tostitos.
I don't think they're as good.
Yeah, they're not. They're like just a basic C.
Well, yeah.
That's how far downhill it goes when you don't put dust on it. So yeah,
yep.
The dust that was gone on Doritos, one of the greatest food inventions for sure. All right, so there we go. There's 3 A's right there. Corn nuts. You remember corn nuts? You haven't had those in a long time. They're crunchy and they have like a little popcorn texture inside.
No, I don't remember.
I used to eat those sometimes. Corn nuts are really good too, although they're better with ranch or cheese on them like the other ones. But these look just like the plain ones. But corn nuts are good. Anytime I get them, I eat a bunch of them, but I don't get them that often. Mommy said corn nuts are not good. So just because she doesn't like them, we should rank them higher, shouldn't we? I was going to just say a C, but let's put it in a B now just to make Mommy upset.
Really?
No, corn nuts are good. I like corn nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you really want it bored, you can eat around the outside of the shell and get the inside popcorn part, and that's kind of fun too.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. Now, one you are familiar with, because this is one of Grandma's favorite things.
What is it?
The Little Debbie brownies.
Oh, yeah, yeah, those.
I'm a big fan of Little Debbie. So when I was in high school, they had this rotating machine. You put a quarter in, and then you open up the window and you pull the thing out. But if you pull the window just right, you could pay the quarter and then rotate the machine around. Well, the window stayed open, and then you can just start pulling out all the Little Debbie items. And then
really?
you can get like 10 of them. So you get like brownies and the nutty bars and the strawberry swirls, the little crispy pie things. So Little Debbie stuff's good, and it's cheap too.
Yeah, I like those too.
So, and the brownies, they actually are moist too, which is very rare to get packaged cake stuff that's moist.
Well, yeah, don't you think those should be an A?
Do you want to put it in an A? I'd put it in a B, but you can put it in an A. I know you and Grandma love these things. Grandma would put it.
I haven't tasted those in a long time because I still not drinking.
Because we don't live with Grandma anymore. So when we lived with Grandma, you ate those all the time.
I still remember them.
Still remember them? That's your memory of being at Grandma's as brownies?
Now I have another memory of Grandma's old house. When I was going to get a snack in the kitchen, then I saw a frog in the house.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And then I ran out to the living room and told you guys. That's my only memory from that.
And the frog probably would have tasted better than those Triscuits that we put in the trash can.
No.
Or the combos. Actually, why the combos don't even deserve to be an F. I'm gonna put that down. The pizza ones are a trash can. Jeez, I don't know why we even.
I've seen goldfish flavored pizza.
Oh yeah, that's probably not good either.
Well,
pizza flavoring on stuff is just not that good, and especially in toothpaste form, like in the combos.
Well, that would be even worse.
All right. Sun chips, sour cream, and onion. Sun chips, as I've gotten older, I've liked them more. This is another thing Nana used to get all the time because she fell into the hype that they're actually healthier. There's a lot of people out there that think they're healthier, and the only thing that's healthier about them is that it just says it's healthier on the outside of the bag. So that's all about the only thing. So the sour cream and onion ones are good, but there's better versions of it. So let's put it in just in a C. But they did a great job convincing people it's a healthy chip when it's just they say whole grains, and there is some whole grains in there, but there's also just a bunch of carbohydrates and preservatives. All right, Mommy keeps trying to overrule our things back there. All right, let's move on before we move that because Mommy's telling us to. Fritos. Fritos, now out of all the plain chips there are, Fritos is the best plain chip. Like, Fritos is good by itself. And that's because, I don't know, they taste like a little, I don't know, they're a little sweeter.
Yeah.
And they're a little greasier. I guess the grease is good on those, though.
Well,
they're great, though, with chili, also.
Yeah, they're better than the other plain chips.
They're definitely a solid B for me.
Yep, B.
Let's put it here in front of the barbecue chips. All right. Why are you looking at Mommy? Oh, that's right. she would rank that an A.
Well, yeah, Mommy would rank that.
Okay, now here's an interesting
Definitely.
one. Sunflower seeds.
Well, yeah, sunflower.
So these are the shells where you have to crack them and then spit the shell out and get the sunflower seed in there. You have to be in the mood for that because it's kind of annoying to crack them open. But when you are in the mood for it, it's kind of fun too. It's like a thing to pass the time. I guess I associate it with baseball and things like that. So sunflower seeds for me are just a solid C.
Well, yeah.
They're good. Yeah, you haven't really had to crack the seeds. We just get the kernels, right?
Yeah.
They normally come in a seed, and you have to crack it and spit it out.
Either way, I'd still put them as a C.
Okay. Next one, we might have a difference of opinion on this one. You love fruit snacks.
Well, Michael would definitely put them as a super solid A. Well,
now,
if Mike was the other.
Now this is another like famous con job to fruit snacks. I'm not going to put it in a D, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. It's basically gummy worms. So gummy worms, people are like, that's candy, can't have that. And then they'll have fruit snacks for lunch or a snack. Like when I was in elementary school, they had a store and they would sell fruit snacks as a healthy option. And it's just sugar.
Well,
it's all it is.
There is no really fruit in it.
Yeah. Well, you know what the difference between like Swedish fish and fruit snacks are?
Not very much.
Yeah, there's nothing at all. But one's candy and you can't ever have it. The other, make sure you have for lunch so you can get your healthiness in. So it's a big like. Let's just put it next to the Sun Chips because they're okay. Why you rank it higher?
Well, I would definitely not rank it as an A.
Okay, well, put it in a B. They're good, but it's just candy. So and I'd rather have other candy.
Yeah, I would rather have other candy.
It's like Sun Chips. They don't they pass them off as healthy, but it's not any healthier than Doritos really. All right, Funyuns. Now, do you remember Funyuns? Do you remember the Maui onion rings, the sweet Maui onion rings, the purple bag?
Yep, I like them.
Yeah, so those are similar. I actually think the Maui ones are better. But Funyuns are really, really good.
I feel like I remember those.
They're just round circles. They're supposed to be like onion rings. They don't taste quite like onion rings, but they're similar.
Yeah, they don't taste like onion rings.
They're good. I like Funyuns a lot.
And I also like them too.
Let's put them in.
I still remember.
A. You remember them?
I still remember.
From Grandma's?
I still remember having them.
Okay. We'll put it there. Funyuns are good. Okay, now this one is a normal one too. It's just a cracker with salt on it, like the Triscuit, but it's way better. And it's Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins are sweeter. I don't know what makes them better. They're not as fibrous either. The Triscuits are all crumbly and break on you. And like we said, it tastes like a book. Wheat Thins actually taste like food. So that automatically gets out of the trash can. It's a good solid thing. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't like the ranking or something. It's a good solid C. We've been
Well,
too.
yeah.
When I was younger too, I used to have cheese, pepperoni, and then 2 wheat thins. I make like a little sandwich with it.
A little mini sandwich.
Yeah. You can't do that with Triscuits because they'd crumble and break on you too, and then you have to spend all day cleaning the floor after you have Triscuits. Or mommy would, right? We just make mommy clean the floor.
Really? No.
No, you don't want to say she's too close to you.
Now?
Okay, Sun Chips. Again, Harvest Cheddar.
Well,
Those ones are good.
So
I think
these
they're
are good.
better.
These are good. I don't think they're better than sour cream and onion. Really, they're about the same.
No.
They were when we bought them.
You
We got
said
them at
same.
Costco.
Mommy's a little too close. Her volume's ruining our
No.
show now.
No, they're definitely not better.
Same.
I think, yeah, that.
Okay. All right. Flaming Hot Cheetos. Now you don't like spicy food too much.
Well, not.
Flaming Hot Cheetos are really, really good. So this is probably the only food I'm going to talk about today where it tastes good until it's in you. And then it destroys your stomach. So it makes going to the bathroom worse. Well, that's all I'll say about that. It's just not good after you eat it. So it's how much do you want to like rank it based on the taste and the fire in your mouth, which is kind of fun, versus it being terrible. Like you always regret eating them. They're good, and then you regret eating it. So I think I'll just put it in the middle. It balances itself out. It's like an A level taste in your mouth and a trash can level once it leaves your mouth and goes in your body. So that just if you even it out, it's just a C. We're running out of C territory, aren't we?
Well, we could just expand it because one of the other ranking videos in one of the Castle Crashes, we expanded it.
Okay. Well, you'll have to show me how to do that.
It's one of those two buttons.
Okay. Speaking of that, actually, we weren't talking about that. I was thinking in my head. I was looking at the goldfish up there. We have goldfish again. This one's the Flavor Blasted one.
Oh, I like this.
Now, I'm a huge fan of the Flavor Blasted
Well,
one.
I love them.
So do I. Like, I don't even know why you get the regular goldfish, actually. The Flavor Blasted one has, like, the Doritos-type cheese on it. So it's goldfish with Doritos-type cheese.
Yeah. So I would definitely put that as an A.
A material, for sure.
Well, yeah. Even though they're pretty messy in your hands. So.
Yeah. But not like Cheetos, where they dye.
Well, yeah.
They don't dye things forever. Like if you have Cheetos, your hands are dyed forever. Like yours are still orange from it a couple years ago. Put your hands up to the thing so they can see.
No.
See, I told you because they're dyed orange.
No.
All right, next one.
They're more red and orange.
Jack's Link's beef jerky. Now I like beef jerky. The problem is we live by Tillamook, right?
Well,
and Tillamook makes beef jerky and pepperoni sticks, and they just make it way, way better. The Tillamook beef jerky, like the smoker, the Tillamook smoker, and they have a great outlet there they can go to as well. It's just way better. So the problem is with all other jerky and pepperoni sticks, things like that, is I always think, why are we eating this when we can just have Tillamook? So because of that, I'm just going to put it in a D, and also because we're running out of room in the C too. If it was Tillamook, it'd be much higher. It'd be like a B or A.
No.
But it's Jack's Links, so not near as good. All right, Lay's. Now let's rank all the Lay's. There's a couple in here, right? At least two. Three. There's three in there. Okay, so Lay's barbecue chips. Again, barbecue is okay.
Yeah.
I'm always going to choose a different option over that.
Well, barbecue chips are not my favorite.
Okay.
Ones.
It's a good thing Mommy's not ranking this.
I still like them though.
And they're not as good as Kettle. So remember we ranked that as the B, the Kettle barbecue. So let's put it in a C. Or should we do a D? Just so Mommy gets upset.
No, D.
D.
No. Do this a C. Something
That's
like
the very end of the C. It's not as good as Flaming Hot. Even though Flaming Hot destroys your body, it still tastes better than it's overall better than the Lay's barbecue. All right, now this one, we moved on from the barbecue one. I'm going all the way to the A. What do you think about me just leaving it in the A right here? Sour cream and onion, the green bag.
Well, I still like.
These are the best Lay's ones you can get. Because they don't do Coolers Ranch Lay's, do they? I don't think they do. They do. No, well, I do like the cheddar sour cream ones too.
Cooler Ranch.
Yeah, that's an A. That's how much better it is than the barbecue one. Makes it. I still want to move the barbecue into a D. Should we just do it?
No.
Or why? You're worried mommy's gonna hit you?
No.
All right.
I'm not worried.
No, mommy won't hit
I'll
you.
rank it higher.
All right. Rank it higher? Why would you rank it higher? All right.
Because I like barbecue chips.
Barbecue chips.
Okay. Now these are Tostitos. I didn't see these ones before. Tostitos with a hint of lime. These are fine, but they're still very plain. So let's just put it next to this Tostitos over here. All right. So now we have to move this down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Oh, look at that. We still got. See, look at that. The C went up over the D. We still got the Lay's barbecue to a D ranking. I cheated it.
But except.
What is going on? Oh no. Okay.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh. I butchered the whole video. Okay, so let's see here. B up. B up. There we go. Okay. I figured it out.
Wait. There.
Okay.
You got it back.
Now, here we go. This right here is the greatest snack food ever made.
Oh, I think I just realized
What?
this, except there's, is that goldfish flavored pizza?
Oh yeah, pizza. Like I said, it's goldfish, so it's better than these, and it's not toothpaste texture like the combos. But it's still, I don't know. Pizza is great. Pizza flavoring.
Well, yeah,
not so much.
pizza
D.
is good, except pizza in food is not.
There's another one, Pringles, pizza flavored.
Pizza Pringles.
Didn't you have those ones? And I thought you
No.
liked them.
No, we don't
Yeah,
like it.
you did.
No, we don't like
I
it.
don't think
Mommy's
I
trying to
ever-
change our orders again. Now, what about regular Pringles?
Well, I like Pringles. I just had them today.
They're good. Yeah, Pringles are good. I don't know what it is about them. They're better than Lay's. They're potato chips
Right.
too.
Yeah, I just had Pringles.
Even
30
normal,
minutes
even
ago.
normal Pringles are like a solid B. And the sour cream and onion ones, A.
I still just had Pringles like 30 minutes ago.
Which flavor did you have?
The cheese
What
flavored.
would you rank that one?
I like that. I would rank it an A.
All right. I'm looking at other things we should have ranked before. Like I see more Sun Chips on here. The
Well,
regular Sun Chips, it's a C also.
I don't like them.
Okay, bottom of the C. Look at that. Because we insisted on having these barbecue ones here, I made the C stretch out. All right, now let me go down a little bit.
I still remember having those Sun Chips, and they didn't really like them too much to boil bag.
Yeah, and then Sun Chips are okay. Again, they try to pass them off as healthier, but they're not. Okay, now I lost my train of thought here. The greatest snack food ever. We've come to the greatest snack food ever, and that is Little Debbie's Nutty Bars.
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
Now, the best thing to do with
Right.
these two to make them even taste better is you take them sideways and you bite onto the top part of it and you pull the layer off, and then you bite the top layer and then you pull the next layer off, and they just all come like you just
Nobody
basically
else eats it
deconstruct
like that.
them, and that is the best way to do it. It's like you get 10 little Nutty Bars
Daddy's
in
the
one.
only one who eats it like that.
And it is great. The Nutty Bar is the greatest snack food
Well, I do like nuts.
all time. Yeah, aren't they good? A?
Yeah, because not I've never even had them when you break it into 10
Well,
pieces.
right after this video, we'll go get some Nutty Bars and we can do it. All right, Nutty Bars. I noticed that I put it first too. It's number one in front of Cooler Ranch chips.
I did like those
all right.
when I tried them.
Plain potato chips. Now, here's a hack for plain potato chips. You dip them in ketchup like a French fry. That's the best way to have them. They're just like crispy French fries.
I think it's C.
Yeah, they're okay. They're just kind of like, again, rather have Lay's.
Well,
No, but they're in front of barbecue chips, though, right?
Well, yeah. Well, no, they're not.
I don't know. You guys like barbecue too much. Barbecue is just, it's kind of overrated. Now Ruffles, plain. I mean, it's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
The only difference is the
same
texture. Ruffles and Lay's are the same thing.
Well, yeah, those two that we just ranked were basically the same thing. They're just different textures. They have the same flavor except just different textures.
All right. Now there is peanuts. These are just regular peanuts. Now remember, so the worst thing about COVID, the COVID response was masking. That was the dumbest thing ever. The second worst thing is that they got rid of peanuts at the Roadhouse. Remember that when you could eat the peanuts?
Yeah, then you could just throw it on the floor. Yeah, you could just
and like many things,
throw it on the floor.
They got rid of stuff at COVID and then they just never bring it back, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that made the Roadhouse really great to just an average place now, because you used to be able to eat the peanuts and watch them.
That was so fun.
And so COVID response ruined that. It's not the peanuts' fault. It's our people in charge. That's all I'll say about that. But peanuts are fun to break, eat.
Yeah.
It's a good seafood.
If you can throw it on the floor, then
they'd be like A.
Yeah.
If you launch on the floor.
Yeah, if you can throw them on the floor, then they would be.
Speaking of boring food, let me look at this a little bit. I'm just gonna say this is the regular one because I can't read it. It's too tiny.
Let's see.
These are pita chips. Pita chips are like, just, I don't know. There's not really a point of pita chips. Like, I don't know why you get pita chips. I guess people that want to dip it in hummus or whatever, but hummus is not good either. So they're just kind of, I don't know. They're not toothpaste pizza flavor things. So they're like a D.
Toothpaste.
A D.
All right.
I mean, why would anyone ever get really pita chips as just by itself? I mean, people like to dip it. Now let's talk about things more positive. The second greatest snack food ever made behind Nutty Bars is this Smart Food white cheddar popcorn.
Well, yeah, I like that a lot.
It is amazing.
And you like it a lot.
Yeah. So there's actually some on the floor from last night. Right
really?
There. Yeah. Oh wait, never mind. Mommy vacuumed up. But there was some this morning on there. This is the second greatest snack food ever. So I'm putting it right behind Nutty Bars. Now, this is like a roller coaster. We're moving on a roller coaster here because now we're going back to the bottom of the barrel. Pretzels. There's nothing wrong with pretzels. Like the big pretzels are good. The ones you dip in nacho cheese, like the giant fluffy ones.
Oh yeah.
But these chip pretzels, like if they came out with these today, it would go out of business. No one would buy Rolled Goals pretzels today. But since they've been around for like 100 years, people just buy them to buy them. They're often filler and better things like the Chex Mix.
Well,
so
yeah,
you have to pick around the pretzels because they get in the way of the better things. The Gardetto things, they ruin it with pretzel stuff too. Pretzels are just bland and boring. And what do you think about that? Where did you put them?
I wouldn't put them anywhere better than C.
Okay, so an F.
D or a C.
D. F.
D or C.
Okay.
D.
I don't know. That's being kind of generous.
They're not the best food in the
I guess
world,
if they invented Roll Gold's pretzels today, people were like, "What are they doing? They just made a boring thing in a loopy loop, and they're going to try to pass that off as people eating it." But since they've been around forever, people just eat them.
They're pretty plain.
I guess just because you respect your elders, right?
They're pretty plain though.
Now, the other one that I'm kind of not the biggest fan of is the Cheetos Puffs.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Like, why would you just not have the regular Cheetos?
Well, yeah, Cheetos are Cheeto Puffs are not as good as Cheetos.
Because they rip you off. You actually get less cheese dust on it because there's more inner area taking up the room.
Yeah.
So, but they're okay. I mean, C, right?
Yeah.
C. Oh, that's right. You wanted oh no, the pretzels are in the right place. That's right. I was trying to get them into an F area.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're to the absolute worst. Not only the worst snack food of all time, it's the worst food of all time, and that is raisins. Right, it goes right in the trash. I'd rather have the pizza toothpaste and then have Triscuits right after it, and have to eat both the full box of Triscuits and all the combos in the bag, then eat one raisin.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. I hate raisins. Raisins, I have like seizures when I eat them. So, but you used to eat raisins, but I don't think you like raisins much anymore either.
But I still like them. Well, I wouldn't put them super high though. I would still put them as a D or a C. I wouldn't put them super high.
What happens is if we took an apple and threw it out in the yard and just let it sit there, what would happen?
Probably since you'd eat it.
What if it just stayed there for a couple weeks?
It would get rotten.
It would get rotten. That's what it do. And that's what they do to raisins. They just launch the grapes out there in the sun, and then they get rotten, and then they call them raisins, and people eat it. That's all they do. And so raisins are rotten grapes, is what they are. And yet people for some reason eat it. I don't even like it. I don't even want to put it in the trash can. That's an insult to trash cans, is what it is. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it off the list. It doesn't even make the list. It doesn't even belong. It contaminates the trash in the trash can. Let's just leave it. Okay, is that a good spot to put it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So smile if that's a good spot. All right. So that sounds good. All right. Now.
We'll just move on.
Speaking of trash can, I guess these can at least be in the trash can. And these are pretzels, which we already talked about are boring, right?
Well, yeah. They don't
and
have
then
very much flavor.
and then mustard flavored.
Mustard
These
flavored?
are
okay. That is not good.
Horrific.
Okay.
They're terrible. So this is another thing that they put in like mixes sometimes, and then you accidentally eat one, and then you have to spit it out. You spit it out all over the floor.
I would rather I would rather have raisins than that. That does not sound good.
So another thing, mustard's a deadly agent too. They actually use mustard to kill people. It's actually been banned from war. That's how bad mustard is. It's been banned from war. So why would anyone eat it?
I would still put the raisins as like a D. Except
I'd probably have a seizure putting it as a D. So we'll just leave it off the thing. Mustard pretzels, horrific. I almost don't want to put it in the trash can either. And speaking of horrific, we're hitting a lot of horrific things here.
But actually, I would put it off the list still.
Salt and vinegar kettle chips. Have you had those before?
No, they sound horrible.
They do. They taste like rotten. Like basically, if you left chips out in the sun for a couple weeks too, no, they still wouldn't taste as bad as salt and vinegar chips. But they're sour, tangy.
Okay, I would not like to have vinegar.
You've had bad milk before, right?
No.
Well, that's what they taste like. They taste like bad milk. If you dipped a regular chip in bad milk, then you would have salt and vinegar chips.
Well, they don't taste very good because it has...
That being said, that's still better than raisins, though. So
no.
Yeah, it's better than raisins.
Well, to you it is, not to me.
This is a collaborative effort. So, no, raisins are not a C. So
I would.
No.
You would.
Here, we'll put raisins in the trash can. That's a good compromise. I know. The funny thing is, Mommy loves. She put this as an A and this as an A.
Really?
Yeah. And that is, I don't know. Don't trust people that put these any higher than a trash can.
Which ones?
Salt and vinegar and mustard.
Well, I wouldn't put is that the pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them on an A, but I would put them higher.
Now let's move on to happier stuff. We're going way up the list. Sour cream and sour cream and cheddar Ruffles. These are like the sour cream and onion, but with cheddar cheese too. These are A material.
Okay,
these are great. In fact, these actually are in front of these, and these, and these, and these.
Really?
All right. Now these you've not had. These are more Little Debbie's things. These are like remember the little crunchy things in Crackle? Remember the red Crackle bars or Nestle Crunch? They're like little rice crunchy things. So it's chocolate and then they have little crunchies in them.
No, that's not remember.
The Crackles. So these are, I can't remember the name of them. I had them because when we'd steal them out of the conveyor belt in the high school, we'd get these. We never choose these first though if it didn't work. but these we'd get still. They're like star pies or something like that. I don't know what I can't read the thing on there, but they're in a circle. They have little crunchies on them, and then they're surrounded in caramel in the crunchies, and then layered in chocolate.
Well, it sounds super good.
Yeah, they're good. So, and Little Debbie's, again, Little Debbie's just does things really well, but they're not as good as the brownies.
Well, yeah.
I'd actually like them better than the brownies, but we put them because you have good memories with Grandma and the brownies, so we put those in A. But they're like a good B. The other one that's amazing though, they didn't put on here, is the strawberry swirls. Those are really good. So they're like a strawberry shortcake thing.
Well, now,
and they have like frosting and strawberries in it.
Well, now let's go to the last one, the Ritz crackers.
The Ritz crackers. Again, good. These are much better than the plain Triscuits.
Oh, yeah.
They're better than the plain pretzels. They're better than the plain Lays.
Well, they're better than definitely Pringles.
Yeah.
Plain Pringles are definitely better.
And they're better than, well, they're right in the Cheez-It range. Let's just put them there.
Yeah.
A lot of the plain stuff that are not like horrific is like right here. All right, so there is our final ranking. So we have the best foods, like the Nutty Bar. We agree on that, right? The Nutty Bar.
Yeah.
The cheese popcorn.
Yeah.
Basically all the flavored Doritos we put up there. Sour cream and onion and cheddar onion and the Funyuns. Flavor blasted fish.
And we still don't agree on raisins.
Grandma's brownies are up there.
Well, yeah.
Raisins. Yeah. Our worst food we've determined is raisins.
No, you want it to be like that. I don't.
And then followed very closely by the very sour, gross, rancid salt and vinegar chips.
I still don't think those taste very good.
And then followed by the mustard chips.
And I still don't think those taste very good.
Mustard pretzels, no. And then followed by the combos. So pizza toothpaste wrapped in a cracker. And then Triscuits, just the most plain thing possible. It's
like it tastes like nothing or something.
Like a book. Remember we tried
yeah.
We tried the book. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you change? We could change one thing. What would you change? What's the biggest thing that you see that looks like an error on this?
I want to say the raisins, but just.
No, we agreed on the raisins, at least to come to compromise. I didn't even want it on the list. I think it's an insult to trash.
I still want to be a C.
No, it's going to stay in the trash. We already agreed. So it met halfway. So it was way down here, and the C's way up there, and it met right in the middle at the trash.
We agreed on nothing else raisins.
Now, my biggest one that I would change would probably be, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty good. I feel like, even though we compromised on all these, right, I feel like it came out a lot like how I wanted it.
Yeah, because you did like most of the things that you.
The Grandma's brownies, though. So I would actually rank that lower. I don't think those are A. They're good, though.
Yeah.
But you have fond memories of eating them with Grandma.
Barely.
But I would, that and the frog, right? Eating brownies at Grandma's, and the frog is what your memories are. That I like the star ones better than the brownies.
I don't like. I literally have no other memories besides the one with the frog.
Seeing airplanes.
Nope.
The birds.
Nope, not really.
All right, so just eating brownies.
No,
and the frog.
I didn't even remember eating brownies. I just remembered eating it here.
All right. So now, what do you usually say? Let us know what you think in the comments.
No.
Oh, okay. We don't do comments. That's right. Like the video and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like the video if you hate raisins. Right?
No.
Everyone hates raisins. The other thing before we go, raisins also are guilty of ruining more good food than any other food. Cinnamon rolls. A lot of raisins get stuck in cinnamon rolls. That's kind of gross, isn't it? Cookies. They put them in cookies. They put them in some desserts.
I wouldn't like them not in Tootsie Rolls. I meant in cinnamon rolls and and cookies. Those things I wouldn't like them in.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't really like raisins.
What? I still like raisins. This is regular raisins, except because we don't like them in other things.
All right. Well, that's our list, right?
Yep.
We agree that raisins are the worst.
No.